we have the moral of the story. And the moral of the story is, if at first you don't succeed with the guy you like, change your appearance completely so you can't breathe in the outfit you are wearing and sing a song and it all goes away.
Okay, I am not saying that you're wrong. That yes.
She was literally pressured to smoke and drink.
Well, it wasn't really that. It was like they were singing about it. I mean,
this is my fault for having you on my podcast.
It's your fault for having me in the first place.
Well, I can't help it.
What?
This is not a good idea.
No, it is not.
We are in trouble.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kerri Pomarolli, and we're back with our next episode of our podcast, This Is Not a Good Idea. Joining me is I guess you're my co-host now.
Oh, yeah.
You made it.
Yeah.
My daughter, Lucy, who's 13 and free. So congratulations, you got the job.
Thank you.
I'm not paying you.
Wow.
And I want to give a shout out to our producer, Andreas, today. Thanks for being on the ride. So I thought for this podcast, we could pick a topic and we could talk about it because we have a lot to share. And I think people could learn a lot from us or not at all. Maybe this is going to be the one podcast where you learn absolutely nothing, but you're on the treadmill and it's better than listening to the news, right? Okay, so I want to talk about movies. Movies today versus movies when they were good. And movies when they were good are when I was growing up.
What? No.
Yeah, okay, honestly. I have done so much to raise you right. I have done so much to raise you right and show you classic films from yesteryear.
Your movies are horrible.
They are not horrible.
They have such horrible morals.
Okay, I showed you one of my all-time favorites, Grease. I waited till you were 12 years old so you could understand the nuances, the musicality, and the beautiful love story of Grease. And you ruined it.
It's horrible.
It is not horrible.
It is too.
Why do you think it's horrible? That's a strong word.
First of all, the whole thing is that this is the whole thing. This guy met this girl that he really liked.
Okay, he's not a guy. His name is Danny. Let's talk. We're talking.
Okay, this guy named Danny met this girl named Sandy. They hooked up over the summer, and then he goes back to school. Finds out that Sandy is also going to the same school.
Beautiful.
And pressures her and says that he doesn't love her anymore because he wants to be cool for his friends. One of the girls who is jealous of Sandy ends up getting pregnant with the guy's best friend.
She was not pregnant. It was a false alarm.
And then continues to go back to the guy, probably trying to be more careful next time. In the end, we have the moral of the story. And the moral of the story is, if at first you don't succeed with the guy you like, change your appearance completely so you can't breathe in the outfit you are wearing and sing a song and it all goes away.
Okay, I am not saying that you're wrong. That yes.
She was literally pressured to smoke and drink.
Well, it wasn't really that. It was like they were singing about it. I mean,
that's horrible.
When they went to the dance, it was a beautiful love story because they were dancing.
They were dancing seductively and literally cheating on each other with two different people.
Okay, I don't call Cha-Cha G Gregorio cheating. She just kind of showed up and danced with him.
Oh, you mean when she danced on top of the guy, showed her underneath her dress, and then... Well, do I really need to explain?
Okay, but when I watched
And what about Marty Maraschino when she starts hitting on that older guy?
No, the older guy was hitting on her. And
actually, no. She went up to him and started hitting on him.
He has a name. It's Vince Fontaine. Okay?
I don't know their names.
It would be like Ryan Seacrest.
I only remember Marty Maraschino because I like her when she's like, "My name's Marty Maraschino," you know, like the cherry. And she goes up to him and says that.
Well, there's a lot of inside jokes that you're not supposed to get at your age.
Oh, I got all of them.
I know, you got the typewriter thing with Rizzo.
I mean, she just, never mind.
When I watched that movie all those years as I was a kid, they're like, oh, I'm like a defective typewriter. I missed a period. You got that? That
yes.
She was pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't see kids today. You know too much. You know too much. I was innocent. I was like, they're dancing.
You were not innocent.
It was a more innocent time. We believed in love and romance.
You mean you believed in hooking up for one summer and going to the same school and just somehow... coincidentally being in the same school? I bet Sandy stalked him.
I don't know. I don't really blame Sandy. I think Danny, I mean, now that you've actually brought up some really good points. And the one thing that I do remember is why were they 30 years old in high school?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's all pedophilia.
No, it's not pedophilia. That's the wrong term. That's totally wrong. Don't say pedophilia on
because
my
there could
podcast.
actually be students in there that are actually in high school, and these 30-year-olds are there, and they're all... Never mind.
Okay, you're ruining it for me. Let's move on. Let's move on to Gone with the Wind. That's your grandmother's favorite.
No.
That's 1939 movie of the century.
No.
Clark Gable, Scarlett O'Hara, or whatever.
Prostitute.
No, Scarlett O'Hara was not a prostitute.
No, but Belle was.
Yeah, there was a prostitute. You're not supposed to know she was a prostitute.
Everyone knew she was a prostitute.
So what? She was a prostitute in the movie.
She worked at a brothel.
Okay, why are you upset that there was a prostitute in the movie?
Because literally, whenever he had problems with Scarlett, he would go to her.
Well, that was implied.
Implied?
It was a long time ago. You're ruining this for me. Okay, wait. I'm gonna get a good one. Pretty in Pink.
No.
There's nothing wrong with Pretty in Pink.
No.
Wait. Stop. John Cryer, Andrew McCarthy, Molly Ringwald, greatest love trio ever.
No.
Yes.
Let me explain to you this.
Okay.
One. When she goes with him on
Blaine.
the date, Blaine, that's a major appliance. Anyway, okay. So when she goes with Blaine,
Andrew McCarthy.
oh my gosh, stop talking.
I'm just telling the
It's a
audience.
horrible movie.
Shut up.
One, she goes to the party, right? She clearly does not want to go to the party. She asks him multiple times, please don't take me here, or please, I'd like to go somewhere else. But he continues to push her to go to the party, and then all these people just start, like, making fun of her and stuff like that. Two, what is up with that girl who runs the record store, and then all of a
Annie
sudden
Potts?
she changes her entire appearance? She was really cool, then she changes her entire appearance just to go with this guy.
He
and
was
yes,
a dentist. That's why.
why would he care? If he truly loved her, he wouldn't care.
Well, it was the 80s once again. I mean, but can you not talk about how wonderful Ducky was and how his
How he should have ended up with the main character, but he didn't. Because why? Because
her name's Andy. Call her by her name. She's
Andy?
a person. Andy.
now I'm just thinking of Toy Story.
No,
Not-
Andy. Ducky and Andy.
Yeah, they should have ended up together.
Well, do you want to know a little trivia about the movie?
What?
In the original movie,
They did
Ducky,
end up together.
yeah, and then the audiences didn't like it.
You
So
mean the people that
the viewing audiences, the
They-
tester audiences.
what?
So they changed the ending so she would end up with Andrew McCarthy. Now, I have to agree with you. All he really did is show up at prom, and then she dumped Ducky to go with him, and apparently we were supposed to like that.
And then Ducky goes off with this random blonde.
Christy Swanson.
Who?
She's an actress.
Never mind.
So it was sort of happy. Like, he got a girl, and she got Blaine.
And they probably broke up, and then the other girl lived happily ever after.
But I feel like you learned a lot from that movie. You like to make dresses and judge old vintage clothing.
Actually, what I learned from that movie is that your friends will flake on you, and you will be alone forever, and you will be in a horrible relationship that you never enjoy because your friends have flaked, and you flaked on your friends, and no one ever ends up happy in life because everyone has problems.
But Ducky got that blonde girl at the end of the movie.
And they probably didn't end up together. but
Okay,
we never-
wait. I don't want to argue with you, but I
Okay.
really think I found, and I'm serious, don't argue with me just to argue with me.
Okay.
I'm going to name a good 80s movie
All
that
right.
you loved.
All right.
Say anything. Don't argue with me, just own it. It's a good movie. John Cryer, Ione Skye, you said, I love this movie. It was amazing.
I love this movie,
You did. You said, I love it.
but there was a
The
problem.
radio.
There
The
was
radio.
a problem. There was a
What?
problem.
What? Don't touch me.
He should have ended up with the girl who played guitar.
With Joe Lies when
They
he
were
cries.
just such great friends.
His best friend.
They should have
Yeah,
ended up together.
Okay, but that brings me up Some Kind of Wonderful.
The other
You
no.
love that movie.
Oh yeah, I love that movie because
You're
that was like that was a great movie.
Okay, so if you're listening
Because
to
the
this
perfect
podcast,
girl ended up actually getting screwed over, which is awesome.
the pretty one.
The pretty
But
one.
actually, let's be real about this movie. Some Kind of Wonderful. Mary Stuart Masterson was way prettier than Leah Thompson,
Oh,
who was
definitely.
supposed to be the pretty girl. So if you're listening to this podcast, in the show notes, Andreas, we'll have to put all the movies that I've referenced like over there. It could be my favorite 80s movie, Some Kind of Wonderful. You remind me of Styx, of Watts.
Who?
I call her Styx, the drummer.
the
Mary Stuart Masterson,
the girl.
which is a huge compliment.
oh, thank you.
So they did this in a lot of 80s movies, Andreas, and I don't know if they did this now. They cast a gorgeous girl, and they try to make her look tomboyish, and like at the end, she's like gorgeous, but she was always gorgeous. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You have her hair. You have the same kind of hair.
No,
that-
I don't.
Well, it's super short.
well, it's not that short.
And the baseball cap,
When did she wear a baseball cap?
all the time, backwards.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Okay, Andreas, check it out.
She didn't have any
Yes, she
hair.
did. She wore a baseball cap backwards. You want to
Maybe,
make
like,
a bet?
once, but
in
like,
the
she
movie.
didn't- Yeah, maybe like once, but she didn't wear it all the time.
And do you love that we live in LA and your dad took you on a tour of movie homes and we went to the Some Kind of Wonderful house?
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
Because my favorite scene took there where like the guy with the mohawk or whatever like took over the party. That was pretty cool.
So you kind of like movies I'm getting where the bad guys get their due and the good guys win.
I hate the good guys.
No, you don't hate the good guys.
What?
Watts, the girl in Some Kind of Wonderful, was
Okay,
the good
I like
guy.
the people that are the lower class, like the pompous, popular kids. I don't like the people where it's like the little, the unpopular kids get with the kids.
So
No.
what is your
But those are
what
are
is
bad
your
stories.
idea of like a good teen movie?
Tall Girl.
Tall Girl.
Tall Girl was a great movie.
That was a great movie. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the ending. I love the ending that the guy
It was
like,
pretty in pink gone right.
yeah, he's Ducky. He's like 4 feet tall, and he's in love with this tall girl who's like 6 feet tall.
And
they're,
she
like,
never
best
wants
friends.
to date a guy who's
And
shorter than her.
It's so great. It's so great. I'm spoiling it for you. But he carries around the milk crate the whole movie.
Yeah.
We won't give out the whole plot. But of course, in the end, they do end up together. And she's like, why do you carry around this milk crate? And Andreas, he stands on the milk crate so he can be her height, so he can kiss her. And he's been carrying around the milk crate for like years because he said, I knew this moment would come. That's a great movie.
That's pretty in pink gone right.
Yeah,
He's
like
Ducky.
if Ducky hit a milk crate.
He's really cool too.
That was a great movie, I will say.
Mm-hmm,
Do you have any others that you think are like
Another
legit?
really good movie.
Like good teen movie. I
Um,
mean, there's other movies.
Oh, you know what movie I hated though?
What?
Teen Wolf.
You watched Teen Wolf? I didn't think you were allowed to watch Teen Wolf.
Oh no, but we wanted to watch a really bad movie, so me and Maya picked Teen
I
Wolf.
will give you that. Andreas, have you ever seen Teen Wolf?
Don't.
Don't.
Never. It's so bad.
No, it's so bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Me
Well,
and Maya were watching it.
do you
We were
feel
just
like
this is horrible.
People have learned anything from this podcast?
No.
Don't show kids from 2020 movies that were made before 1990.
We're all too woke to care.
Oh, she's woke now.
No.
Okay. Do you even know what that means?
Yes.
Tell me. Define it.
Well, woke is more like we don't agree with anything that like people from.
You're mumbling because you're lying because you don't know what it means.
I know what it means.
Say it right now.
I don't want to explain it.
You know what? Now she's lying, and I
No,
caught
no,
her
no.
in another lie.
No, I'm woke.
Next time we have this podcast, I want you to do a book report on the term woke.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Hashtag
woke.
woke. I'm more woke than you. See you
Okay.
on MySpace.
You're more
people.
woke.
Tune in next week for our new podcast. Kerri is amazing at social media, and she's crushing on Hotmail and AOL.
What's Hotmail?
It's a thing.
What's
So
AOL?
just say bye. So tune in every week, wherever podcasts are broadcast, and to our YouTube channel. This is Not a Good Idea. The show. An attempted podcast. You did pretty good.
Thank you.
Say bye.
Bye.